Everything that's important to you is important to us. That's why our agents are ready to help protect your future and give you peace of mind today. Visit us online or just stop by to see how Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
In Delta and Fillmore, contact Chad or Melanie to see how they make insurance simple.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's Service First at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home or farm ground. Signature Real Estate has buyers and sellers and a really hot market. Signature has irrigated farm ground, fenced pasture with stock water, and a dairy. If you have it and want to sell it, or don't have it and want to buy it, Signature Real Estate should be your next call. Call Signature at 435-743-8316 in Fillmore or 864-4700 in Delta. Hey, Signature needs more farm ground for their eager buyers.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy and sell alfalfa hay and can haul your hay to wherever it needs to go. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve when buying and selling hay. The entire crew appreciates farmers and ranchers for their business over the years, and they're happy to contribute to the school and community as a sports booster. That's Stevens Feed and Holden, a proud supporter of Millard Athletics.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
And they retire the flag. Wow. Best bang for your buck right there in the national anthem, I would say. Amazing performance. They pay how much, Dennis, to those people? They have them do them at Super Bowl and all that stuff? Hey, that's one of the best I have ever heard right there of the national anthem performed here. All righty, back to this Millard team. They do score 52 a game, give up about 43 and a half, and they haven't had a state championship. They lost to North Summit last year in the first round as they move their way toward this one. Just want to mention that earlier game just before this for third and fourth, it was Lake Christian taking third in that ball game here. They turn out the lights, of course, for this here as we get set here on the post-game show. Coming up in our halftime shows as well on our sponsorships and our broadcast. And they'll announce the starting lineups here. They do the festivities on this to march them in after the presentation of the colors. And so a part of all of the things that they plan for them here in this pregame festivities. Appreciate all of our sponsors presiding this coverage. Coming up after this ball game will be the boys championship. Kanab earlier took in a thriller, a buzzer beater in overtime, 3-pointer to win that over Beaver to take third place, Beaver fourth, and here we go with number 1 and number 2. During the course of the season, we mentioned they, in Millard actually, Enterprise won 62-45, and they had 40 points out of Jessica Holden and Ellie Shurtleff in that ball game. They just had quite a ball game in that one matching up, and in that one, Millard struggled. They only had one player getting into double figures. That night was kind of an off night. That night for the Lady Eagles from Millard. And the leading scorer was Megan Wade that night with 10. But then when they played at Enterprise about 3 weeks ago, it was 39-31, Millard winning that one. And that night, 9 points from Thurman. And again, it was pretty balanced scoring. But Kinley Penny, who's really shown well in this state tournament, didn't do so much in the points productivity that night. Lonnie Robinson, as expected, led Enterprise that night. So, Dennis, they have split. That's part of the storyline. This is a good matchup.
Pretty evenly matched, it really is. And they did split on the year, but again, Enterprise winning early. Millard, after they began to come together, winning late. And, you know, they say Kinley Penny didn't score much. Enterprise will defend her hard to try and take her out, because Enterprise a very good defensive squad. It's the other players are going to have to pick it up.
On the season, Enterprise 20-5, Millard at 15-7 coming into this ball game. They'll be announcing the girls, the lineups here. We are scheduled to tip it off just right at about 5 or shortly after. I do want to say thanks to the High School Activities Association, Jeff Clough, presiding over this one. He's media relations guy, so he appreciates that into things as well. And the hospitality room here, wow. They do an amazing job in Ridgefield. And for those who didn't know, the 3A down at Dixie College, they didn't even have a hospitality room down there for them. So we appreciate Dennis and I are just happy to be here where we are for this one.
Best seats in the house right here.
We got them. And we're just ahead to a tip-off of a state championship basketball. We'll take another timeout here for about 2 minutes and be back with tip-off.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Nothing like coming home.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home or farm ground. Signature Real Estate has buyers and sellers and a really hot market. Signature has irrigated farm ground, fenced pasture with stock water, and a dairy. If you have it and want to sell it, or don't have it and want to buy it, Signature Real Estate should be your next call. Call Signature at 435-743-8316 in Fillmore or 864-4700 in Delta. Hey, Signature needs more farm ground for their eager buyers.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy and sell alfalfa hay and can haul your hay to wherever it needs to go. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve when buying and selling hay. The entire crew appreciates farmers and ranchers for their business over the years, and they're happy to contribute to the school and community as a sports booster. That's Stevens Feed and Holden, a proud supporter of Millard Athletics.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151. Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank...
That's our pregame show has been presented by Snow College. We appreciate their being our Snow College pregame sponsor all year long, all of our games. It's not just another game. Dennis can tell you that. You've had kids come through the system. I had a boy out there that got to play twice or be a part of a team that was in a state championship, and I think those memories stay with them forever.
Oh, yeah. Culmination to a lot of things right here. It's pretty big. It's pretty emotional. You know, there's only 2 teams each year get to do this in 2A, and this year it gets to be Millard and Enterprise. It is a memory. It'll stay with them an awful long time.
Alrighty, they'll get us lined up here with our starting lineup. There will be a 3-man officiating crew here for tonight's ball game. In white uniform will be Millard Eagles, and in the darker uniform will be Enterprise here at the Sevier Valley Center. Coming up halftime, we'll look at some of the stats for you as well as on our post-game show. And coming up after this will be the boys championship contest here for 2A, and that'll be exciting as well in the coverage as we presented here for you on our network of stations. 3A championship tonight on KMTI and on Mid-Utah Radio with the Manti Templars involved in that one against South Sevier. So you got two teams from this area there. Richfield playing Emory, 3A girls. That's just getting underway right now. And Beaver and Duchesne in the boys championship at 7 o'clock. And that's what's on tap here in state basketball coverage. I do want to mention, I think it's March 10th. They've got that 1A, 2A, 3A All-Star game down in Monroe. Let's give a little plug for them. They have to do a little different format now. They'll have and this is boys and girls. They'll have 1A, 2A playing in the first games of the day. And then the winner of that will play the 3A team in a later one. So they get 2 games. Wow. But that's the way they're formatting that one as they combine it and set that up for March 10th. So starts around noon and goes till like 6 or 7 in the evening down in Monroe at South Sevier High School. And it's a fundraiser, and it's some pretty good basketball. The defense does not become the main theme in that, if you've ever seen that ball game.
Typical all-star game. Go out there one-on-one and get her done.
Yep, that's the way it goes. So Millard will be in the white uniforms. As mentioned, joining us here for our streaming, our coverage. We've got it all over the place for you. Appreciate Centricom Channel 10 and providing a lot of the facilitating of this contest here as we bring you the coverage on Mid-Utah Radio. And, of course, these teams very familiar with each other. Like we said, it's not like they haven't seen each other this season. It's just family reunion time again here for the first, second, third, and fourth place games out of Region 18. I better get some lights on, folks, here so the girls can see what they're doing. Yeah, that's going to help them out. Isabel George, jump center for Millard. That official's tall enough one. He just barely flipped that up about 2 feet, and I think he'll be fine. He'll step in quick and go. And the tip comes down to Millard. They'll set it at the basket to our left. Set up the offense to go with it out front. Millard, Josie, down in the right corner. Back out top, Josie. Down in the corner left, deep down, they're coming to the middle. Josie comes backside. They'll dump it back outside. And one of the baseline drive from the right corner. Now to the high post. They're working at that post a lot to Penny. Penny turn around, off the glass, no good. That was Isabel George missing that shot from the baseline. And up for Enterprise to set it up offensively in the far angle. Well, their teams are coming right at it with tempo here, and then a turnover. Bad pass looped in by Ellie Shirtliff. So Millard gets the first takeaway to the angle left to Kinley Penny. Kinley crossover pass to the right-hand side. Tip down, goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Millard. Got to watch the cross-court one, especially that far away.
Defensively, yeah, you can't take anything for granted with this group defensively.
So set it up again with Josie, senior guard. Down in the low block, far side. Kick it outside to Penny. Kinley, set, shoot. Off back iron. And rebound down to Enterprise. Ball tipped loose on the floor, but then picked up by Kendi Christensen. Ronnie Robinson, leading scorer on this team. Baseline where she's faded, but the ball's out the free throw line. Come out, angle, Shirtliff. Shirtliff gets it down to Robinson in the corner. To the high post, turn around there. Might have been partially deflected, and the rebound down. Millard, they'll work it quickly. Peyton Miller getting it to Kinley Penley. Kinley in the baseline right side, puts up the pass with a shot. Isabel George for 2 from that right baseline on the assist from Penny.
Nice movement of the ball there. Got it to Isabel George, just a little 10-footer. She's pretty good from that 10 feet out. Yeah, just sets it up and over.
So they take the early lead. Ball loose on the floor, picked right back up by Enterprise, and they'll set it again to the right angle. Robinson looks inside to the low block. Double team comes down, up under flip, no good. Rebound down to Enterprise. They had 2 people on that far side to pull it down. Out, 3-point shot on the way. That's off the iron, no good, and the rebound. Isabel George. Here comes Millard with the lead and the ball. Angle left, Penny. Kinley keeping it alive against the zone. Drifts to the left, dumps to the high post. Gonna have to kick back out, come to the far side. Peyton Miller, 3-point shot, a little long, rebound, Enterprise.
Those are the ones that they're going to have to pick up because they're really all over Kinley Penny when she gets the ball. Those other girls got to pick it up.
Got to be a threat from somewhere else. Pass to the high post, look to the low post, but it's not there. They went to the wing. Now the low post flashes to the corner, That's Shurtleff. Shurtleff trying to back in. That's way far away to try to back in. And dumps it down into the corner far side. Inside, and the ball taken away. Nice anticipation by Kinley Penny to get the steal. To force the steal, probably best said. And they'll go to Kinley in the right angle. Going to set, shoot. Off the iron a little bit, no good. The rebound. And a tip in there by Maria. She got a lot of, and then we're going to have a tip. Boy, there's a lot of activity right there. There's a lot of arm nagging going on out there. Let me tell you.
They're not calling a whole
lot.
No,
they aren't. They're letting this thing go both ways. Down to the low block, turn around, shot there, rims off, no good. By Isabel George. Didn't jump. She was kind of flat-footed that thing, and no good. A little work up here by Caitlin Miller, senior guard for Enterprise. Little seam there, dump outside. Looping shot on the way and good. That's Ronnie Robinson. She'll hit him. She does that one to give her team the lead at 3-2. So Miller to work up. Penny the walk up against the zone. Off the high screen. Ball tipped away, taken by Enterprise. Got it tipped away on the dribble penetration. Robinson works up top side. Straight away with it. Right side angle. Christensen. Corner right. Shurtleff. Back out. And to Robinson at the top again, near angle. They work this right side. Got a high post set there from Holt. They go to her. She'll turn square. And loose ball down. Shurtleff puts it back. That's no good. And the rebound Thurman. And again, plenty of contact. And that offensive set.
There'd be a whole bunch of fouls called in any of the game. They're going to let them play this out a little bit. And right now, you know, nobody's got the advantage.
The ball on the floor, picked up here by Millard. Far angle, down in the corner right side. Swivel fake and then come out top. Kinley's going to shoot a long one way out there. Hits it. Kinley Penny for three.
Wow.
And lead goes back to Millard.
She may have to move out there to get a shot.
Yeah.
Enterprise is missing a lot. They're trying to work the baseline off the passing game. They're missing girls down low quite a bit.
They are. You keep anticipating they're going to make that pass down there. They have not done that. 5-3. Millard the lead at the 3:16 mark here in the first period. Penny in the angle. Oh, bad pass. That was, I don't know what she was thinking there.
Tried to sneak it quickly past Ronnie Robinson, but she's too good for that. She reached up and grabbed it.
Especially a looper like that. On a high post, this is way out on a high post to Shurtleff. Spins around off of it. Comes dribbling down, and it'll come back outside. Now back to Shurtleff. Shurtleff gives it into the low block, and we'll have the push foul there on Isabel George. So that was body contact, not the arm slap stuff there.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out over time. First foul of the game right there. And in on the inbounds, and they run a nice one to Ronnie Robinson. A scrape off. Robinson open to tie the game up at 5. 2:42 remaining first period of our contest. Josie at the top, near angle as they work the basket to our left of Thurman. Josie at the top. Penny, this is Kinley. Kinley's going to shoot another three. Hits another one. Boy, get her and the McDonald girl from Kanab going in horse, and you could be there all day.
You know, she's had times when she struggled this year, but this tournament she has just lit it up.
She has. Well, it's one of the reasons they're here in this game.
Yeah.
Is Kinley Penny. Skip over past the far side. 8-5 Millard the lead. Enterprise with the ball.
They just keep missing those cutters and those low post players.
Yeah, I wonder if the coach pretty soon is going to bring a timeout. He may be going to try to wait till the quarter break. They come Shurtleff inside. She tries to loop around. Shot off the glass, no good, and the rebound after the missed shot comes down to Miller or Millard. Peyton stops at the top. Over far side, Josie. And it takes a little bit to the right side. They've got the pass down in the corner right. Now out to Penny. Kinley comes left, has the ball tipped away, slips it back, and it's picked up by Josie. Now back to Penny. Josie, the top. They work with it there. They overplay on her right-hand side. Tries to make the pass down low and way high. A little bit too much adrenaline in some places out there right now.
She rushed that a little bit. She did have Emma Thurman open on that baseline down there. Just couldn't get her the ball.
30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of Beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
8-5 with 1:25 remaining first period. In a fast first quarter. They skipped some of those whistles that they didn't make a whistle on and moved right along.
Yeah, it does when you don't blow those whistles for the fouls and things, so they got them right along. But it's interesting that Millard is the one that called the timeout when Enterprise looks like, to me, with a couple of adjustments, could really take advantage of the back line against Millard.
Let's see if they do that here out of that timeout. It's the workup for the Enterprise team, and it's Avery Staley, a sophomore guard right now, out there along with Caitlin Miller. Right side to Robinson. After they went to the point, down in the corner to Shurtleff. Shurtleff bounces off. Robinson picks it up. Foul call will go against Isabel George. It's going to be her second. She'll have to come out, and Cobry Penny will come in.
This isn't Isabel George, a great senior that's done a lot of things, but when you come in with Cobry Penny, you're not losing anything without being rude. That's a heck of a substitute, Cobry Penny.
So at the free throw line is Ronnie Robinson, and free throw's good. They're in first quarter action. Cobry will go to that low rebound block spot now.
Ronnie Robinson has all 6 points for Enterprise.
Second free throw also good. 8-7. 1 point lead for Millard in the ball. We've had the 2 lead changes and the 1 tie. Cobry make that Kinley Penny, far right side, Miller. They're really extending there. Now back in the corner, work it to the top, now to Kinley Penny. Top of the key, high arching shot. That's an air ball, no good.
Stepped sideways as she let that thing go. She wasn't set. She forced that one. She had the defender sitting there and had to step sideways left, and then overcorrected with the shot back to the right.
When Enterprise is extending that top part of that zone to a ball handler over there, somebody's got to flash for Millard and get to an open spot there, at least to create a threat.
They're really right now. They're running a 4 out, 1 under, and so it doesn't take advantage of that middle part of the defense like you're talking about. But one of the wings needs to flash to that high post.
31 seconds remaining here in the first period. The pass comes to the high post, tipped away. I'm not sure who got a finger on it, but they tipped it away in a steal.
Josie.
Pick up here for the Lady Eagles. Penny to the angle left, and another air ball. And goes
no excuse
out of
on that one.
No, she's lined up. She just missed that one.
Shot.
She's either been all net or all nothing. So it's 2 for 4 on the threes here in this first quarter of play. 16 seconds remaining, so Enterprise got to work pretty early in it. Shurtleff now with the possession at the top. I'll switch over to the left-hand side. Down to 8 seconds. Pass comes into the angle. They'll skip over to the near side. And down to 3 seconds. Are they aware of clock? Shurtleff to the right-hand side. They aren't aware of the clock. That's the end of the quarter. No clock awareness. That boy's Jessica Gold telling her teammates, hey, we were down to time here. 8-7 at the end of a period. We'll be back in a minute.
Your Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore not only specializes in delicious charbroiled burgers, they're heavily involved in supporting local area events. The owners and management care about the community and have lent their support to the PTA Walkathon, library reading and local schools programs, the National ATV Jamboree, Swim Fest. They've raised over $11,000 in juvenile diabetes research, and they're currently raising money to support our troops and their Stars for Heroes program. Your local Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore, not just a local burger joint, a contributor to your community. Dearden Motor Company in Fillmore is staffed with a friendly crew that can help you find the car or truck you've been looking for. If you want a particular model, make, they'll find it for you at the best price in Millard County. Dearden Motor Company also offers premium service for your vehicle. And as always, they offer 24-hour towing, computerized tune-ups and diagnostic work, and light-duty diesel repair. That's Dearden Motor Company, 185 South Main, Fillmore. Call 743-6612. 743-6612.
Well, after a quarter, 8-7, Millard in the lead. Enterprise with the ball. 2 lead changes, 1 time. Biggest lead, 3. At the end of a period. And the flash to the high post. There you go. That's a high post flash. Holt. And she's got 2 and puts her team up on top by 9-8. I think they would have liked that play to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, well, that's been there the whole time. They just haven't taken advantage of it.
High pass tipped away by Enterprise, back in for Millard.
That's too far to make that pass from way outside the three-point line.
Shurtleff gets a break. Caitlin Miller back in. Kendi Christensen back in for Enterprise. Inbounds Millard, their own end. 7:34 in the second quarter. Larry Masco and Dennis Aldridge with you, and a turnover on a unforced turnover on a bad pass by Millard. So here's Enterprise. And it'll be Caitlin Miller, the senior guard, to set things up here. Near side to Robinson, to the high post. Again, they flash the high post. Again, they get the shot, and again, they get 2 points.
That's good adjustment that they've made right there.
They go up by 3. Kinley Penny passes to the right-hand side. Now they down low, and a turnover again by Millard. Passing, poor passing right now, getting them in trouble. Dribble drive at the other end, then back it away. Holt. Give it up to Miller. To the top to Christensen. Drives in a couple of steps. Now they come to the angle, extended out there. Near side, in the angle, to the high post. Turnaround force shot that time. And the rebound, put back, is up and good by Ronnie Robinson. She'll find a score, one way to score, another way or another.
6 quick ones here in the second quarter to start. Millard yet to score in the second quarter.
And it's a 13-8 lead for Enterprise. Timeout on the floor by Millard. We'll be back in a minute.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Flowell Electric wants their customers to be safe around electricity. And here's a few tips. First, don't use an electrical appliance around water. Another tip is to call Blue Stakes to have utility lines marked before you dig in your yard. And never damage power company equipment because it causes needless power outages, creates safety hazards, and results in higher power rates. Flowell Electric, a proud supporter of Millard High School.
We're 13-8 at the 6:25 mark here in the second quarter. 6-point run by Enterprise to go on top. They trailed by a point. They've scored 6 in a row. And Millard with the ball, see if they can settle the horses down here offensively. They've had turnover problems, been plagued by them.
They've gone one-dimensional. They're all waiting for Kinley to get it done, and the rest of them have dropped out of the game.
Long shot out there, rebound, put back. That's good after the missed shot by Wade. And then the putback for the basket.
Thurman on the putback.
And here's a steal. Well, loose on the floor. They had a chance at it, and Thurman kind of overplayed it. Jump ball call here at the 6:02 mark. Ball goes to Millard. So that last one was an early offense long shot too for Millard, but they did get the rebound on the putback.
Well, but it came from somebody else besides Kinley Penny, and that kind of opens things up a little bit.
Miller in the angle left, switches to the left hand, pass in the corner, cutting down in the alley, and fouled on the arm. Arm grab as Megan Wade went up for a layup. The foul's going to be on Farnsworth. Farnsworth picks that foul up. Her first team foul on Enterprise. Here we are, 2 minutes into the second quarter. We've got 3 total fouls in this ball game, and the free throw is flat and short by Megan Wade. Tired legs.
Megan Wade, the hero last night, as she stepped to the line in the fourth quarter, hit 8 in a row to seal that victory. Now tonight she gets everything short.
Tired legs, I'm telling you. 3 days in a row takes its toll. You're playing on a lot of adrenaline, and sometimes at the free throw line, the adrenaline's not there in the legs. So still 13-10. Enterprise with the possession and the lead, and we've got a contact foul out there on the arm. And we had a lot of fouls early in the ball game that weren't called. Could have been fouls. Now that one didn't look nearly as obvious as some of the others. There's much contact. So as long as it goes both ways. Drive right hand side, Shurtleff underhand flipper up or no good, and to Rebound coming out to Megan Wade.
Surprised she even got that one up, as off balance as she was to flip that thing up there. About got it.
Drive to the baseline. And we've got a foul outside here on this one on the drive by Penny. Slide over on the defensive side, far side. So that's going to be inbounds. Millard. That's the second team foul on Enterprise.
First on Shurtleff.
Halftime show coming up, presented by Jones and DeMille Engineering. Out in the wing. Crossover to the left hand. And then dumped down into the corner. Shot on the way from a three-point shot. That's good by Peyton Miller. And that'll tie us up at 13. There's some pressure on the ball on the far side. A double team on there. And timeout taken by Enterprise. Smart timeout by Coach Jones to save the possession. We'll take a timeout here as well and be back.
The Fillmore City Mayor, the City Council, and municipal employees fully support the education of our area youth. The city congratulates the Millard High School team members, the coaches, faculty, staff, and student body on a successful year. The entire city is pleased to sponsor education and athletic competitions which mold the future leaders of our area. Fillmore City is behind the Millard Eagles 100% and wishes the teams the best this season. Happy to be a Millard Eagle sports booster. Fillmore City, go Eagles!
13-13 at the 4:55 mark here in the second quarter. We're tied up for the second time in this ball game on the Miller three-pointer. Inbounds for Enterprise that Miller put that three-quarter pressure on them and caused them some havoc. They'll work up here without the pressure. Enterprise in a dark uniform. Basket to our right. Joining us on streaming on the Salt Lake Media, Centricom Channel 10. A little bit of a block down there by Emma Thurman.
Yeah, you start at the elbow and work up. You can always block that. Wow. They are letting them play.
Pick up and the ball loose on the floor. See if somebody can handle it here.
Well, there's so much swatting of the arms. The ball's popping loose, and they're not calling that stuff.
Ball banked off, and there's Kinley Penny for two on a bank shot. And lead goes back to Millard. Some pressure again by Millard. Backcourt against it is Kendi Christensen needs some help. They finally worked across the middle, but they didn't get it in time. 10-second count. And Enterprise coaching staff telling their team, you got to move. You got to come to the ball. Some of you got to come quicker. Inbounds for Millard at the 4-minute mark. So their pressure has changed things up here out of that timeout. Drive to the right-hand side off the dribble drive. Far side now to Penny, Kobe Penny out down in the left side to Kinley. Kinley reversing back to the left hand, dumps down to the low post, shot is off the glass, and a foul call on the drive by Cobra Henny. That is 2
on Shurtleff.
Shurtleff at the 3:50 mark. So this is going to be free throws right here for Cobra Penny. With 3:50 on the clock, and it stopped right here. She goes for the first free throw and has that one good. Well, it's been the game of runs in this quarter. 6-point run by Enterprise, and now it's a 6-point, possibly 7 run by Millard on the second quarter. And Cobra hits that one as well. Biggest lead for Millard now at 4. And Enterprise quickly up the floor, and a bad pass that's taken away by Josie, who's had a couple of steals today.
As Emma Thurman stood back on that and broke up that two-on-one break.
That is.
Yeah,
that is Thurman. Correct. And Thurman's all alone down underneath thing. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
Get down here. Now they get it to her once the defense is there. She works back to the middle, and they come outside with it again.
A little bit late.
Yeah. She'll set the screen. They come off of it. Right, left. Shot at the free throw line. No good. And rebound Enterprise. 17-13. Millard the lead. 3:16 here in the second quarter. Millard Enterprise State Championship 2A girls. Down to the low block. Shurtleff playing with 2 fouls. Dumps it back into the middle block. Shot and the foul called. Good ball movement as they got it to Jessica Holt. That's the way Shurtleff went down low, made that low pass. Pretty hard to pick that one off. Did a good job of getting low, making the low pass. And Holt straight away will go to the free throw line as she was fouled going up for the shot. Jessica is a senior on this Enterprise team, and the first free throw good. That breaks that 7-point run by Millard. 2 seniors on this Enterprise team. We're going to have a lot of players back next year. And the second one also good. 17-15. 5 seniors on the Millard team. Penny working, zigzagging up the floor, being defended by Caitlin Miller. Shot from the angle far side, bounces off the glass. With a missed shot by Peyton Miller, work it out top. Penny drives into the paint, tries to put it up inside the free throw line. And Peyton Miller, I think, was standing out of bounds when she tried to tip that in. So it'll go to Enterprise, and a chance to tie or take the lead at the 2:44 mark.
And again, Millard is just losing so many golden opportunities for both of the first 2 quarters. So many shots inside and opportunities, just not finishing.
Work to the middle here as Enterprise works against that pressure, doing a better job of breaking the pressure now. And pass into the corner. Long shot on the way there. Bounces off the iron, no good. And Shurtleff always trying to contest it. It will be Millard ball after it went out of bounds. So they'll bring it in here.
Seeing a lot of good sportsmanship and mutual respect. Some of the games haven't been that way, but these girls are helping each other up even if they're not on the same team.
Kenley Penley works up. Oh, breaks it out at the top. Dumps down low. And shot up on the baseline. Rims out. Missed shot by Thurman. And the ball will go back to Millard. Well, a nice setup by Penley to get that to Thurman. But missed another one. Rimmed out. 17-15 Millard leading by 2. And inbounds with 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Pass comes outside to Thurman. Long shot on the right-hand side. A little long. Was online, but missed by Megan Wade. At the other end on the dribble, they'll dump it outside Shurtleff. Shurtleff dumps right-hand side. Ball distribution. Shot out there. Rims in. Ronnie Robinson on 3 to give Enterprise the lead. Right back here at a minute 55. 18-17. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Penny gets it out to the right-hand side, far side. They'll come down on the post extended. And back out into the angle. Down into the corner. Shot there from the baseline. It's a little bit flat by Thurman. And here comes Shurtleff pushing the ball up. Shot from the right angle. That ribs off, no good. And the rebound taken by Thurman. Penny, boy, they're running up down the floor. Here comes Kenley Penley, and they're going to get her for palming the ball, carrying the ball. She was trying to set up a drive to the hoop and got to carrying the ball too much.
I think in this day and age, you could call that on anybody who ever dribbles the basketball.
Well, we're telling our age here, Dennis. You know,
I know it. There are
you know, if they called it like back when we were young, they would have a palming every other time up the floor.
Palming 3 seconds and traveling is almost a dinosaur call.
Inbounds for Enterprise. They lead it by 1 here at 18-17. Some pressure in the backcourt again. They'll bounce it across to Shurtleff. Shurtleff crosses over to the other side. Snagged out there by Miller. Come inside shot on the baseline, no good. And the rebound, Cobry Penny. And they'll work it up the far side. Peyton Miller for Millard. Dribbles into the corner, needs some spacing there. They're kind of adjusted. They come down with a cutter inside. And a whistle and a foul on the drive to the hoop. Nice move by Megan Wade. Make a cut down the lane when she saw the overplay defensively. And she'll have a chance to go to the free throw line here inside a minute in this second quarter. Halftime show coming up, presented by Jones and DeMille Engineering. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the engineering team is there to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. There's free throw, good. For Millard.
Megan Wade's first point of the game. 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
Second one short. And the rebound taken out by Millard. And then stolen by Enterprise on a pass crossover to right to left, and then a whistle and a foul on Millard. So we're tied at 18. Enterprise with the possession. Inbounds against that Millard extended pressure defense. Josie at the top of it. They quickly work it to the middle. Robinson, Shurtleff, tried to go down low. Good step through defense. And
oh man,
we're going to call a walking call on
Cobry Penny.
Cobry Penny down.
It was great anticipation by her. She stepped in front of the pass, got the ball, and then was knocked down by the other player, and they called her for traveling, which it was when she hit the ground. But you got to wonder about the contact.
Pass comes into the angle. Long shot there. Dips out, no good. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Millard ball. It was tipped away by Enterprise on the reach over by Kendi Christensen. So here comes Enterprise with their own bit of pressure, putting it on here. And they get the pass in to Riley Miller. Miller, who's working it up pretty much uncontested, needs to give it up to a guard. She does. Now to Josie outside with a right side drive. Foul, reach in. It's going to be on Shirtliff. It'll be a third. And the referee's timeout. We've got a bloody situation here, too. Bloody nose.
Wow.
On Enterprise. It must be really streaming there as Jessica Holt has to head to the side. Shirtliff picked up her third foul. Wow. It probably would have been smart to have gotten her out of the ball game here in the last minute or two.
Yeah.
She's picked up a third foul now. They'll have timeout while they clean up on the floor. We'll be back after this timeout.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Tied at 18 here. It's a 27-second mark. So we had a bloody nose that was clear at the other end of the floor from where it was finally blown dead.
She may have taken an elbow on when Riley Miller split the double team on the press. That's when she got hit and bled up the floor.
So lineup change here. We'll bring in Avery Staley, sophomore guard for Enterprise. Tied at 18 with 27 seconds remaining. Inbounds for Millard. Megan Wade to trigger in. They'll do a set out of a box and wing here, and then they throw the ball away.
They got to learn they cannot throw that ball over Ronnie Robinson.
You know, she plays every bit as tall as she is because she's got good long arms. Ball loose on the floor and on the tie-up. Alternating possession. Give the ball. I can't see the arrow where.
I think it's going to have to go to Enterprise. Millard got the last one.
Yeah. So it is Enterprise in on the alternating possession. They are going to 15-second mark, get it down low, turn around, and a little late on things right there. And it's going to be a foul call to put at the free throw line. Shelby Farnsworth.
Be on Riley Miller.
At the charity stripe, and good.
Good. You called that one
that
good?
was off. No multitasking.
Whoa, hello. You worried me there.
Halftime score, Richfield leading Emory, 22-14. That's what I was trying to get a fix on there of that girls' championship. That one long, too. Most of them have been short. Those two were long. And no good. Work it into the corner for Millard here with 5 seconds remaining. A drive down on the baseline. Blocking call on Millard. Shelby Farnsworth. Inbounds.
That's her second.
3 seconds remaining. They come inbounds way outside. Aware of the clock. Shot on the way. A long one straight away. Comes off short. So we're tied 18-18 here at halftime. Enterprise and Millard tied in the state championship game. We'll be back with our halftime show presented by Jones & DeMille Engineering in 3 minutes.
Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco are happy to support Millard High School. Not only can you stop in for top-quality gasoline and oil products, but you can fill up on snacks, goodies, and drinks. You'll also find their irresistible, world-famous fried chicken and potato logs. Miller's can also service your vehicle with mechanical service or a new set of tires. And dine in on delicious and healthy meal selections at Subway. That's Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco on the North I-15 interchange in Fillmore, proud to sponsor the player of the game.
Roper Lumber in Fillmore is your full-service lumber yard, appliance center, and Ace Hardware store in Millard County. Whether it's a fix-it project, building a shed or addition, or just regular maintenance on the house, the friendly folks at Roper Lumber Ace Hardware are there to help. They also carry a wide selection of Whirlpool appliances, including stainless steel models at incredible prices. For all your hardware and lumber supplies, visit Roper Lumber, Ace Hardware, 95 North Main Street in Fillmore.
At Farm Bureau, when we talk about protecting what matters most, we're not just talking about things with walls and things with wheels. We're talking about people, your family. Everything that's important to you is important to us. That's why our agents are ready to help protect your future and give you peace of mind today. Visit us online or just stop by to see how Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
In Delta and Fillmore, contact Chad or Melanie to see how they make insurance simple.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Nothing like coming home.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home or farm ground. Signature Real Estate has buyers and sellers and a really hot market. Signature has irrigated farm ground, fenced pasture with stock water, and a dairy. If you have it and want to sell it, or don't have it and want to buy it, Signature Real Estate should be your next call. Call Signature at 435-743-8316 in Fillmore or 864-4700 in Delta. Hey, Signature needs more farm ground for their eager buyers.
Luck to the rural teams this season. Halftime score here, 18-18. The Enterprise and Millard. Halftime in the 3A Girls Championship. Ridgefield 22, Emory 14. Taking a look at our game summary. And we had the 2 lead changes, 1 tie in the first quarter of play. At the end of the first period, it was 8-7 in favor of Millard. And then Enterprise ran off 6 unanswered points early in the second quarter to go up by 5 at 13-8, biggest lead they had. And then Millard ran off 9 unanswered points to go up by 4 at 17-13. And that only Enterprise had a chance to go to the free throw line, tried to break that. They did not. Finally got to the free throw line again. And then they went 5 unanswered to go up by 18-17. A free throw, and the free throw shooting got a little shaky towards the end of that first half. And in fact, it'll find out here that Enterprise free throw shooting that second quarter hurt them a little bit in their efforts there. So we've had 4 ties, 5 lead changes. Enterprise outscoring Millard by 1 in the second quarter, and here we are tied at 18 apiece. And they recognized Academic All-State here at halftime, and they recognize the boys Academic All-State at halftime, that boys game coming up. We've got to look at statistics coming up on our halftime show when we come back here in 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151.
Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources. Your Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore not only specializes in delicious charbroiled burgers, they're heavily involved in supporting local area events. The owners and management care about the community and have lent their support to the PTA Walkathon, library reading, and local schools programs, the National ATV Jamboree, Swim Fest. They've raised over $11,000 in juvenile diabetes research, and they're currently raising money to support our troops in their Stars for Heroes program. Your local Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore, not just a local burger joint, a contributor to your community. Dearden Motor Company in Fillmore is staffed with a friendly crew that can help you find the car or truck you've been looking for. If you want a particular model, make, they'll find it for you at the best price in Millard County. Dearden Motor Company also offers premium service for your vehicle. And as always, they offer 24-hour towing, computerized tune-ups and diagnostic work, and light-duty diesel repair. That's Dearden Motor Company, 185 South Main, Fillmore. Call 743-6612. 743-6612.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Flowell Electric wants their customers to be safe around electricity. And here's a few tips. First, don't use an electrical appliance around water. Another tip is to call Blue Stakes to have utility lines marked before you dig in your yard. And never damage power company equipment because it causes needless power outages, creates safety hazards, and results in higher power rates. Flowell Electric, a proud supporter of Millard High School.
Halftime show presented by Jones and DeMille Engineering, sponsoring local programs, supporting academics and athletic achievements, and building lasting relationships. Time for our halftime stat check here, and we go to Dennis Aldridge for a look at the numbers from the first half.
First, for the visiting Enterprise Wolves, really two players scored everything. You've got Ronnie Robinson with 12 points in the first half. Then you've got Holt with 6 points in the first half. That's it. That's all the scoring for Enterprise. Just those two girls, but they've done a nice job, especially Ronnie Robinson with the 2 3-pointers, and then a couple of baskets and a couple 2 for 2 from the free throw line. One interesting stat or important stat is Ellie Shirtliff, 3 personal fouls in that first half, and that could be key because they need her out there on the floor. On the other side of it, Millard spread it out a little bit. They have Peyton Miller with a 3-pointer, Emma Thurman with 2, Cobry Penny with 2 free throws. Kinley Penny had 8 points for the leading scorer, 2 quick threes, and then a 2-pointer in the second quarter. And then Megan Wade 1 of 4 from the free throw line for 1 point. So that's kind of it. They do have Isabel George and Megan Wade with 2 personal fouls each in the category of almost on the edge of being in serious foul trouble. But that's the stats. There's not a lot of them there. I think, interestingly enough for the Millard Eagles, they missed a lot of opportunities inside and that they need to continue to hit. And Enterprise has had some wide open looks from 3-point land and haven't been able to commit from there either, haven't been able to make it happen. So those two things, either one of those two start to happen for the teams, that could be a huge difference in this second
Difference
half.
maker, yeah. Shirtliff has half of the fouls on that Enterprise team.
Yep.
If you look at it there. So other 18-18 our halftime score here, tied up at halftime. And again, Ridgefield leading Emory 22-14 in the 3A Girls Championship going on down in Dixie, Utah's-Dixie in St. George at Dixie University. I'm having a hard time saying Dixie University. I mean, it's Dixie College. Talk about that old-timer stuff. So
Dixie State University, DSU.
All righty, 18-18 tie here. We're going to be back with second half action on the halftime show presented by Jones and DeMille Engineering. Back in 2 minutes.
The Fillmore City Mayor, the City Council, and municipal employees fully support the education of our area youth. The city congratulates the Millard High School team members, the coaches, faculty, staff, and student body on a successful year. The entire city is pleased to sponsor education and athletic competitions which mold the future leaders of our area. Fillmore City is behind the Millard Eagles 100% and wishes the teams the best this season. Happy to be a Millard Eagle sports booster. Fillmore City, go Eagles!
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, Utah Valley, St. George, and Monticello, they're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveying, GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets, deadlines, and schedules. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professional shaping the quality of life. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco are happy to support Millard High School. Not only can you stop in for top-quality gasoline and oil products, but you can fill up on snacks, goodies, and drinks. You'll also find their irresistible, world-famous fried chicken and potato logs. Miller's can also service your vehicle with mechanical service or a new set of tires. And dine in on delicious and healthy meal selections at Subway. That's Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco on the North I-15 interchange in Fillmore, proud to sponsor the player of the game.
We're ready to go with second half play. Millard at the basket to our right, white uniform. To our left, dark uniform Enterprise. Millard with the possession to start. Tied at 18 apiece here in the state championship. Tipped away by Enterprise. Back in for Millard. Kinley Penny. Trigger in from the right angle. Straight away. Josie to the high post. Well, they found the presence there right now. Getting into the Isabel George at the high post, but then a ball tipped away. And a reach-in foul on Kinley Penny. So some hustle by Caitlin Miller for Enterprise. She's going to have to chase the ball clear down into the locker room area.
Miller had been a little bit lax in that passing. They're just kind of floating the ball, and Enterprise is picking up on that, and they are sticking a hand in the passing lane and swatting those balls out of there. Be a little bit crisper or give a fake of some sort.
So again, set up Enterprise to our left here. Against the Millard zone. Now top. 1-2-2 zone. At the top of it is Peyton Miller to the free throw line. Off the run, oh, no good. Rebound. George, who didn't play a lot in that second quarter because she'd picked up some early fouls. Pass comes to far angle, way outside, and they'll come straight away to Penny. To the high post, back to cut through, and the ball taken away again by Enterprise, and then a foul on down low as the Enterprise player trying to take a move up the floor.
Emma Thurman, her first.
Sift inbounds for Enterprise. 2A state championship basketball, Centricom Channel 10. Well, it's on Mid-Utah Radio and the streaming on Deseret Media. Pass down low, and it's taken away. Some of the halftime adjustment, I think, was getting in some passing lanes, and both teams have caused little problems for the offenses in that regard.
But Enterprise is looking, they're getting the ball to the high post, and they're bringing cutters off the backside like they were. Now they're looking for them. They didn't in the first half. They're looking for them now.
To the high post, turns around, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Penny after the missed shot by Holt. Holt was at the high post. Kinley Penny works up the dribble. Pass to the right angle. Down to the low block. Turned by Thurman. Thurman goes off the glass, layup for two. So the first points of the second half of play come at the 6:24 mark for the Millard Eagles. Breaking the tie. Near side to Kendi Christensen. Holding and waiting against that zone. Everybody's just kind of standing. Offense and defense. Now they work it out top. Cutter comes through the high post, Shirtliff, and then breaks down. They rotate from low to high. Turned around there is Wade, and the rebound comes down to Enterprise. Put this one back up, and the foul's going to go on Isabel George. She had the wrong angle defensively, and so then she made that body contact. It's going to put at the free throw line Kendi Christensen. Well, they're certainly going to that high post to Wade, but she missed a chance there to go low to the cutter backside.
She missed it, didn't she?
Free throw good for Enterprise. Shirtliff was on that backside and the short corner. A chance to tie here on the second free throw by Christensen, a junior. That's good. Tied at 20. Work up for the Millard Eagles. Josie off the screen at the top, peels back to the right-hand side. Now Penny out in the angle, dribbles, and throws it away, way too high.
Woo, way too much adrenaline flowing.
Yeah. She had predetermined where she was going to go with the ball, and it went way too high. She's going to get a little break right here as Cobry Penny will come in. 5:43 remaining third quarter, 20-20 tie. And Enterprise at the basket to our left. Out top, Miller back to the wing, far side. Miller just kind of the safety valve out at the point there. Angle left, high post cuts through, and back in the angle. Dribble drive down to the low block. They've got it open, and a whistle and a foul. They're going to work that offense one alley or another. As long as they keep people moving, they'll get somebody open.
It's a tremendous adjustment Enterprise has made at halftime. They are doing exactly what we talked about in the first half. They're getting the ball in the middle against this defense, and then they're turning and looking first for those cutters and drop passes back in behind.
And they take the lead on that free throw by Christensen. Lineup change. Riley Miller comes in. Cobry Penny is in the ball game. Miller's in there for Millard. And Megan Wade on the floor. Second free throw, no good. And rebound, Cobry Penny. Also, Josie still out there. And make the pass to the far angle for Millard. Down in the corner, far side. Back out top. Josie. They work it to the top again. Playing catch out there. Miller down to the angle. They try to pass backside, and Miller cannot save the ball on a pass that gets away from him. A lot of turnovers in this game by Millard. They're trying to execute things right, but timing's off and the passes are off.
They're just too hard. There's just too much energy, and they're not relaxing on those the shots too down inside.
They're
but
switching up to
man
defense now. I think they've switched into, haven't they? Or they
no, it's still
a zone. They just flattened it out there for a while on that zone. Now they come back out top, near side. Pass to the far angle. Down into the corner, right-hand side. Shirley walked with it. She was going to drive, and then the drive was taken away, and then she shuffled the foot.
Millard's gone into a 1-3-1 defense. Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on that backside, but it brings a wing down inside to help on the backside, too.
Jessica Holt comes in. Kendi Christensen out for Enterprise. 4:34 remaining. Third period, 21-20. Enterprise with the lead, and Millard with the ball. Try to go to the high post. A lot of traffic there, and the ball saved, and they'll try to dump it down low. Fade away shot, rubs off, no good, and the rebound Enterprise after the missed shot by Josie, I think, and then rebound here to Enterprise.
Millard's got to settle down. They're rushing everything. Enterprise has got the much better tempo, much better control.
But then the shot early, and the offense there.
Well, that was an inappropriate shot there.
Yeah, so and then a foul call afterwards. Miller rushed it, and then we have a foul call on Jessica Holt.
First personal.
And that's one on her. First on in this quarter on Enterprise, 4 on Millard.
Both teams very tight.
Yeah, they are. Or tired. Yeah, it's probably tiredness. Trying to compensate, and this could be mental fatigue as much as anything too. The crossover pass way high, and again thrown away. Just how many passes have been too high? 4, 5 in this quarter for Millard. Timeout on the court. We'll be right back.
Roper Lumber in Fillmore is your full-service lumber yard, appliance center, and Ace Hardware store in Millard County. Whether it's a fix-it project, building a shed or addition, or just regular maintenance on the house, the friendly folks at Roper Lumber Ace Hardware are there to help. They also carry a wide selection of Whirlpool appliances, including stainless steel models at incredible prices. For all your hardware and lumber supplies, visit Roper Lumber Ace Hardware, 95 North Main Street in Fillmore.
At Farm Bureau, when we talk about protecting what matters most, we're not just talking about things with walls and things with wheels. We're talking about people, your family. Everything that's important to you is important to us. That's why our agents are ready to help protect your future and give you peace of mind today. Visit us online or just stop by to see how Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
In Delta and Fillmore, contact Chad or Melanie to see how they make insurance simple.
21-20 at the 3:46 mark, and out of the timeout. Enterprise the lead in the ball, and it's been a rather ragged. No field goals. It's all free throws for Enterprise in this quarter. 1 field goal for Millard. And we've had 4+ minutes and not a lot of scoring because there's been so many turnovers.
They're just way ragged. I just think they're too tight. And you're right, tired maybe, but you think the adrenaline here would fix the tiredness, and it's turning into nonsense.
A foul call. Riley Millard, that one inbounds for Enterprise. First on her, 15 foul. And 2 on her, okay. And inbounds, Enterprise to the angle, back to the inbounds, and then a reach-in foul there. So Enterprise, good execution, was to the wing, and then the wing saw that the inbounds player was going to be able to go to the extended short corner there and to get another foul. This one's on Thurman, and that's 3 on her. Penny will come back in. Thurman will come out. Kinley Penny. See if it settled her down. She's been on the bench there for a while to kind of try to settle into a zone. And they get it inbounds on the low block. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound cleared out by Penny. She comes on the dribble, works across midcourt. Picks it up. Pass to the angle near. Back out top. Near side by.
They're not taking advantage of Cobry Penny inside at all. They're not even looking at her.
Kenny Penny across the way. At the point is Megan Wade. She's working that high post. And the possibilities are there, but you got to get the right angle, and they aren't doing anything to shift the defense away to open that up.
Nope.
In fact, they're gathered out too much at the top right now. Too much packed in. And got to figure out who's going to go where. Point guards kind of trade places. Kinley Penny off from the screen off. Dumps down low.
There you go.
And there you go. Baseline cut, backside, Riley Miller for 2.
Right there, they acted like they knew what they were doing, but it was beautiful. Riley Miller cutting the backside, and Kinley Penny with a nice dish for an easy layup.
So Miller takes the lead here at the 2:40 mark in this third quarter. 1-point spread, wide open on the baseline, shot up and good. Baseline run and a shot by Jessica Holt for Enterprise, and they go on top at 23-22. Kinley Penny drifts left. Kick out pass. Now near us to Wade, near side. Josie at the top. Far side to Penny. Penny made that last one happen with dribble penetration.
Yep.
They aren't doing it with, she's going to try to dribble penetrate baseline, then get it back to Cobry Penny, and we've got a foul on Enterprise.
Got to hand it to her. She's trying to make things happen there. Kinley Penny is, and that's a third personal on Farnsworth.
So they got her and Shirtliff both with 3. Shirtliff's gotten through most of this quarter. She goes to the bench here. They'll probably give her a little break here, maybe the rest of the quarter too, so she doesn't pick up a 4th one.
Well, they haven't challenged her.
No.
Millard hasn't done a thing to challenge her.
Pass comes outside. Miller, far side, Wade. Penny at the top. Near side, Josie in that angle. Skip over to the far side, back out top. And a 3-point shot on the way. Dimps off to the right-hand side. A rebound taken by Enterprise. Millard had a chance at it, but it comes down into Enterprise. Layup at the other end. There's a nice extended layup. Put up by Jessica Holt for Enterprise. They've got back-to-back baskets. And they go up by 3. Penny at the top reverses back to the right hand. Down to the baseline. And try to go down to the low block and tipped away defensively by Robinson. So she does a defensive stand right there. And push up on the dribble, stop, go. And gets the ball out, and they're going to give it back to Enterprise here. And check it in will be Peyton Miller.
That's a good move. They got to get another scorer in there right now. They've taken Kinley Penny away, and nobody else is even looking to shoot the ball, looking to score. With Peyton Miller, they've got a chance for a shot.
Inbounds Enterprise. Cutters, and they'll go out into the corner and then come out into the angle. Robinson back down to the baseline. Little dribble and then it's at the feet of Robinson. She's going to have a double team try to deal with it. She gets it out top. Did a smart job of releasing that pretty early. Into the angle. Skip over to the far corner. Dribble drive. Try to get it to the low block and thrown away by Enterprise. So again, forcing passes when they're not there. Both teams.
Yep. It's not very scintillating basketball right now either way. They're both so afraid of making a mistake that that's all
they're making
doing.
them. Yeah. Yep. Pass down, tipped away by Enterprise to get a steal there by Sophie Shirtliff. Is in the ball game. Right-hand side, Shirtliff playing in the low block here for Enterprise. They brought her in to be a low post here, freshman player. And the guard's playing catch with it. All she's doing is rotating one side to the other. Low block being defended by Riley Miller. Now to the far side. She'll come to the high post. Oh, and they throw the ball away. Too hard. She was going to get there in time. But they threw it too hard and high for her. So here comes Millard now. 4 seconds remaining. Shot from in the corner. Three-pointer. Good. With 2 seconds remaining. And the three-pointer will tie it up at 25 at the end of 3 periods of play. Fourth quarter action coming up when we come back in 1 minute.
Sahara Motors, just north of Delta, makes the vehicle buying process easy and stress-free just for you. Choose from 5 new brands under one roof and let the adventure begin. That's right, Sahara Motors has new Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram all under one roof to make the process quick and easy. Oh yeah, and an entire lot full of pre-owned vehicles completes the deal. Be sure to welcome Kaylin Sperry to the sales force at Sahara Motors, just north of Delta.
It's time to step out of one-size-fits-all medicine. Service Drug is now offering compound prescriptions that are uniquely personalized for you. The pharmacist at Service Drug will work with your doctor to personalize the dosage, and they can combine compatible drugs to simplify your medication schedule. They also feature flavorings that are child-friendly and eliminate unnecessary fillers to stop adverse reactions to medication. Ask your doctor how you could benefit from a compound prescription. And remember, it's Service First at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
25-25. It's tied as we go into the fourth quarter of play in our state championship basketball. Millard Eagles, Enterprise Wolves. Millard white uniform, Enterprise dark uniform. Basket to our left for Enterprise to start fourth period of play. 6 ties, 7 lead changes. Biggest lead's been 4. That's the kind of game it is, and a lot of turnovers tonight. And the coverage here down into the corner to Shirtliff. Shirtliff drive taken away, comes right back out top to Robin. No, work at the top. Robinson in the angle. They haven't gotten the ball into Robinson's hands for much of a scoring opportunity here. Get it to her in the angle right now. She'll bring it right back out, at least quickly. Back to Robinson. I haven't seen her really attack off the dribble here. I don't know, maybe she's a little hesitant against the zone to do that. Corner far side, the baseline cut comes through. Hesitate. Kicked out of bounds by Millard, back in for Enterprise. They did try to look for the cut down by Robinson on the backside, but couldn't get the pass to her.
Well, they had Ellie Shirtliff locked up. They had a triple team down there. She couldn't get the ball out, even if she could have gotten open, if Robinson could have gotten open.
So to scrape off and inbounds. Here's the shot, partially deflected, and the rebound taken out of the air by Riley Millard. Then ball tipped into the air, but Penny gets it. And Kinley works up on the dribble at the 7:16 mark. Right angle. Drive off the glass, short missed shot by Cobry Penny, put back good.
Gets her own rebound and puts it back up. That's the advantage. That's what they haven't taken advantage of, is Cobry Penny down inside.
So a 2-point lead, pass to the high post, turned around, partially blocked. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Millard. I think the block was by Cobry, wasn't it?
Cobry Penny, yeah.
At the other end, Kinley Penny on the run off the glass. Oh, it rims out. That thing was in, round once, flushed the bowl, and then came out.
She was in position to rebound it too, but she thought it was going down, so she took off.
At the other end, a little penetration thing about got turned over. Now to Shirtliff. Shirtliff goes down, and the foul call will be on. Well, may not be. I think they're going to whistle this one on number 11. No, they did call
21,
it on
Kinley Penny.
Kinley. He kept looking over at Cobry, and I thought. And into the game is going to be Sophie Shirtliff right back in, taking the place of Jessica Holt. At the free throw line is Ellie Shirtliff, a junior, and the free throw good. 6:33 remaining in this ball game.
They called more fouls on Millard in the third quarter than they did in the whole first half.
Missed the second one, but the rebound Enterprise. So they've got the ball down by 1. Long three-pointer on the way. That's an air ball. Rebound. Megan Wade advances to Miller. Miller angle right-hand side. Accelerates, hesitated. Baseline fade, no good. Rebound. Off the floor, taken away. Whoa, by Cobry Penny.
There was a collision out there, knocked that ball loose.
Both of them going for the ball. Penny, they get it to her in the high post. Spins, dumps it down to the far angle. And Kinley Penny for a three and hits it. Cobry Penny with the assist, Kinley with the shot. And it's the biggest lead of the ball game for Millard at 4 here at the 5:50 mark. And a timeout taken by Enterprise. 5:47 remaining in the ball game. Millard 30, Enterprise 26. Millard looking for their first state championship ever. We'll be back in a minute.
Nothing like coming home.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home or farm ground. Signature Real Estate has buyers and sellers and a really hot market. Signature has irrigated farm ground, fenced pasture with stock water and a dairy. If you have it and want to sell it or don't have it and want to buy it, Signature Real Estate should be your next call. Call Signature at 435-743-8316 in Fillmore or 864-4700 in Delta. Hey, Signature needs more farm ground for their eager buyers.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy and sell alfalfa hay and can haul your hay to wherever it needs to go. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve when buying and selling hay. The entire crew appreciates farmers and ranchers for their business over the years, and they're happy to contribute to the school and community as a sports booster. That's Stevens Feed and Holden, a proud supporter of Millard Athletics.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say whoever does the best job of taking care of the ball is going to win the ball game, because it's been erratic.
Yeah, it has.
And maybe that was the purpose of the timeout. Enterprise down by 4, but they've got the possession. Out at the point defensively, Peyton Miller nears a steal and make a bad pass to the angle left. Working it up, Megan Wade. Wade stops, hesitates, comes down, tries to put up the shot, going to draw the foul. Some smartness right there. Hesitate, go up. Extend that arm up on the shot, draw the foul, have a chance to go to the line here. That is third team foul on Enterprise. So they're a long way from getting into a bonus situation, or when they need to foul, they're going to have to do a couple of them quick to try to push that number up there. And critical free throws here, got the first one. 5-point lead's been the biggest of the ball game. Been that close. Lots of ties and lead changes. Second free throw, too long. Rebound on the floor, and we're going to have a foul called there. That'll go against Riley Miller. So we'll go to the other end here, and
It's her third
1-on-1s
foul.
now on this side.
Yeah, her third personal foul. It's interesting, too, that Millard elects to continue with only 2 starters on the floor. Really, the other 3 still sitting on the bench. So they could come back, if necessary, with some real firepower coming off that bench.
And the free throw, no good. Rebound kept alive by Sherliff, and a timeout taken by Enterprise to save the possession. Sherliff smartly kept the dribble going, and her coach got the timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151.
That could be huge.
I think Enterprise only has 1 timeout left here.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I think that could be huge.
And I think Millard's got several of them here, so had to watch the signals, hand signals down and go, no, that's not right. And then he switched it, had his wrong numbers up on the wrong side here. So they only got 1 left. They used it there to save a possession. Bounce pass comes into the paint. Trying down low, they'll work out in the corner. Big shot here, critical one. And the rebound, Sherliff gets it, but loses it out of bounds. Boy, she worked hard for that one, but couldn't keep the possession.
Both the other rebound before and then that one, she is working hard down low to get those boards. Those are wide open rebounds, except for her effort at the last moment.
Yeah. Yep, put a lot of effort in there. Millard did come to the high post. Shovel it out to the far side. They lead by 5. Penny could put up a jumper that's no good. Rebound taken down by Enterprise. It was tipped out, and now they get it straight away. Shot on the 18-footer. That's off the iron, no good. Might have been a little early in the offense. A put back here, that's no good. Put it out. No, they're going to bring it out now. Oh, they'll shoot again. Keep trying. And tie up on the rebound.
Wow.
Down on the far side. Well, there was a chance to pull it out, maybe eat some time off there.
You know, you flock shot that basket long enough, you assume one of those is going to go in somewhere.
They were rushed shots, though, some of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They were rushing them. Inbounds Millard off from the line at the free. Going to have to come way outside with it. Now they'll come down in the corner, looking for the low post who didn't come down there. And then outside to Penny. Penny reversing off the spin left. Now comes to Holt. Make that to Wade. They play catch on this near side.
They got a cutter backside.
They got backside cut. Shot up off the glass. Good. Riley Miller hesitated, then cut through, and they found her to get the open shot. And they lead it now by 7. That's the biggest lead of the ball game. 4:30, a long way to go here yet. Outside. They'll come to the high post. Drive to the left. Shot is up off the glass whistle, and a foul. It's going to go against Riley Miller. And put Jessica Holt at the free throw line for Enterprise with the clock stopped. Post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering. That's 4 fouls on Cobry Penny.
They've called that on Cobry. That's their first on Cobry. I thought it was on Riley Miller. So that's only 1 on Cobry Penny.
Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. Free throw, bounces, and then goes in. 4:19 remaining in this state championship 2A girls. 33-27. And Holt could make it 33-28. Bounces off, no good. The rebound goes out of bounds. It was touched out by Miller. Shurtleff was hustling again, but
Shurtleff did it, went over the back, knocked it out. Lucky she didn't get her 4th foul, but she is battling.
So comes Kinley Penny up on the dribble. Used it up. They give it out top now to Jessica Holt. They lead by 7, or by 6. Penny driving right hand, crosses over left hand again, and then throws a bad pass. And off the floor, Enterprise. Shurtleff picks it up, dribbles. His right hand side. Kick it back outside. Kinley, one bad habit she's got with that dribble, and then she makes a frantic pass. Gets it picked off sometimes. Shurtleff drives, dumps it back out in the corner, 3-point shot. Too long. Rebound, far side, Enterprise. They had good position. Try to kick it back out. Shurtleff in the paint, dumps down low. A nice pass, but a foul call. Shurtleff made an excellent pass.
Yeah, nice dump down inside by Shurtleff. She's having a game tonight. She hadn't scored a lot of points, but boy, she's doing all the little things that are so important.
Yep. Setting her teammate up right there. That's the free throw line with the clock stop. They've got a chance here to narrow this one down a bit. Missed one of the 2 in the last time up there. Got that free throw good by Kinley Christensen.
Foul's becoming a real problem now for Miller. They really mounted up on them.
Enterprise has had 2 field goals this whole half so far. Second free throw also good. 33-29. Riley Miller brings the ball up the court. Gives it to Megan Wade. Defended by Shurtleff. Off the screen, Megan Wade dribbles right-hand side. Help defense picks it up. She comes through, goes to the baseline, rims off. Had her mind made up. She was going to get it to the hoop one way or another. And got fouled on that trip to the glass. 4th team foul on Enterprise. It's the second on Holt. And free throws will become critical at some juncture here, probably for Millard as well. First one is good. Second opportunity. She's had several free throw opportunities, hasn't she?
She's only 3 of 6 so far, 3 of 7 now.
See if she can do 50% here. She does. She's got that one.
I think she's 4 of 7, 4 of 8 now.
So they lead by 6 here with 3:10 remaining. Enterprise in a penetration shot off the glass, no good. And a charge call.
She did. Riley Miller stood there the whole time and never moved.
Caitlin Miller, she seemed like she had her head strong. She was going to get to the hoop with it one way or another, and she charged over.
Uncharacteristically of her, too. Yeah. She's been so controlled. That was kind of uncharacteristic.
Pressure in backcourt. Kinley Penley tosses it into the air and taken away by Enterprise. Shot on the way, free throw line off the back iron, no good, and the rebound. Tipped down, taken again, and then throwing away. Millard, Enterprise, they got a little antsy and threw the ball away. Jessica Holt trying to make a, you think you're going to make a great pass, and it ends up being a turnover.
The Josie girl might could help him here with her ball handling and savvy.
Dribbling it up the floor and hanging up in the angle. Shot on the way and good by Peyton Miller. Pulled up out of the run up. Hits the shot, puts her team up by 8 here at the 2:45 mark. Biggest lead of the ball game by either team. And at the other end, whistle and a charge there. On the offensive end.
That'll be Shurtleff's 4th.
So Shurtleff, probably trying to do a little too much right now.
Yeah.
You got to credit her for making a real effort here, but that time it kind of cost her. And came over at inbounds with pressure being put on by Enterprise, and they make a steal. Enterprise does.
You got timeouts, call that timeout.
Yeah, that's what I say. You got them to sit there, use one there. The Enterprise doesn't have them. Here's a long three-pointer off the iron, no good. Rebound. It will go to Enterprise. Shirtlift hustle to keep that thing even. That's a possibility for Enterprise. And inbounds Enterprise here at the 2:19 mark. Inbounds underneath their basket out of a square set. One at each corner of the key. Kinley Christensen to toss in. They'll pick roll inside. Now working out into the corner. Trying to go far side. They come to the angle with it now. In the paint, Robinson. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound. And off the bounce off. You need to get separation here. They'll get it across to Penny in half court. 2 minutes remaining, an 8-point lead for Millard. And then they just got to do smart passes. That wasn't a real smart one there either.
Yeah, they need to settle down and smarten up. You're
you
right.
mentioned they don't have Josie in the ball game here.
She could help them with ball handling and maturity right here.
Pass comes in the angle. They try to go inside. It's taken away by Ronnie Robinson. Junior step into the plate there. Drive at the other end. Shot up off the glass and good. Caitlin Miller for Enterprise. Timeout on the floor. 37-31. 6-point lead with 1:48 remaining. A lot of time here yet. We'll be back in a minute.
Your Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore not only specializes in delicious charbroiled burgers, they're heavily involved in supporting local area events. The owners and management care about the community and have lent their support to the PTA Walkathon, library reading and local schools programs, the National ATV Jamboree, Swim Fest. They've raised over $11,000 in juvenile diabetes research, and they're currently raising money to support our troops in their Stars for Heroes program. Your local Carl's Jr. in Beaver and Fillmore, not just a local burger joint, a contributor to your community. Dearden Motor Company in Fillmore is staffed with a friendly crew that can help you find the car or truck you've been looking for. If you want a particular model, make, they'll find it for you at the best price in Millard County. Dearden Motor Company also offers premium service for your vehicle. And as always, they offer 24-hour towing, computerized tune-ups and diagnostic work, and light-duty diesel repair. That's Dearden Motor Company, 185 South Main, Fillmore. Call 743-6612. 743-6612.
37-31 with 1:48 remaining. It was an 8-point lead. It's now 6. And inbounds for Millard, having a little bit of problems with the Enterprise pressure here. And Emory has taken the 3A girls title. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Inbounds for Millard. They still did not get Josie back in the ballgame, did they? Work it across top. Penny got an advantage on the numbers. Comes right-hand side, scoops it up. Underhand scoop for 2. Lays it off the glass. Puts her team up again by 8. Could have been a critical basket right there at 1:40. Swing to the left-hand side. In trouble, get it back outside, tipped into the air, taken back down by Robinson. Robinson, right-hand side, been neutralized some in this ballgame. Flash the high post, turn around, put up a shot, a flat one, wow. That went right in for Jessica Holt, and that's a key shot, and then tipped away out of bounds. Caitlin Miller, boy, she put it in high gear here in this fourth quarter for Enterprise. Once in a while, it got her in trouble. But
showing good leadership, though.
Yes,
she's got it.
is.
Her and Shirtlift.
It'll be inbounds here for Millard. They'll get it to Penny. Off the double team. Reach in. That one be on Shirtlift. It is on Shirtlift.
Wow.
Her 5th. She's gone. She'll foul out here with 1:14 remaining. She thought it was on her teammate.
Yeah, I did too.
I did too.
Yeah.
I got to agree with her.
That was kind of a chippy foul for her 5th, and she's played a heck of a game. Again, hasn't scored a lot of points, but boy, she meant a lot to this team. Her hustle, her rebounding, her desire. Wow.
The end of the game will be Sophie Shirtlift, so I assume it's her younger sister comes in for her.
Yeah, but I'm not sure she's quite Ellie just yet.
39-33. At the free throw line, Penny. Free throw good. Free throws could get real critical here in the next couple of minutes.
Well, Millard's going to have to win this defensively because Enterprise isn't going to let them handle the ball very long before they foul them and put them back at the line. So they've got to do a lot of good defense to keep Enterprise from scoring and make them use the clock.
Missed the second. 7-point spread with 1:10 remaining. See what the defense does here. Drive right by Robinson. Now angle left. Ball was tied up momentarily. And then we've got tipped away down on the baseline. It'll be back in bounds for Enterprise here.
And that would be
if
the
I'm
other
Enterprise,
thing is don't foul.
If I'm Enterprise, I'm trying to figure out a way to get Ronnie Robinson the ball a little bit more here.
Yeah.
In this final minute here.
Yeah, since the first quarter. In fact, this half, she hasn't scored a point.
Yeah, she hasn't been able to touch the ball that much, and I think they've got to try to work it to her. The ball tipped away by Millard. They've got the ball after the steal on the inbounds. They might have been looking for Robinson there. A foul in backcourt. It's committed by Kendi Christensen. As we'd said, this is Millard's game to win probably at the free throw line now. They lead by 7 with 54 seconds remaining. They're in the single bonus right now.
If you're going to put somebody at the floor on the shooting free throws, this would be the guy you want there. And the important thing about the timeout situation, Enterprise can't stop the clock with a timeout.
Right.
They've used them all.
They burned one that we were kind of wondering about earlier in the ball game. Free throw good. Been quite a good tournament for Kinley Penny. She, I'm not going to say she's 100% great in this one. She made some passes that I think she'd be the first to agree. If she went back and looked at them on the video, she'd go, ooh, why did I do that?
Yeah, she hasn't been quite as scintillating as the other two games, but she's been there when they've needed her. She's hit clutch shots when they've needed them.
Josie is back in the ball game here for Millard.
Got the 5 seniors back in the game.
Yeah. And 2 free throws good.
Let them finish up. They're the one that's built this.
They lead by 9. Shot blocked. Oh, they're going to get a foul call on Maria Josie. Oh, okay.
Just a little bit slow to the party, and she whacked her as she went by. And again, you don't want to give Enterprise chances with the clock stopped.
That was too tempting. Oh,
yeah.
she knew the offensive player didn't know she was around. I want to sneak in here and get this thing. Whoops. I got flashed too, didn't I? At the charity stripe is Caitlin Miller.
Was that a 3-point shot? Questions being asked. They're giving her 3?
They give her 3.
They're giving her 3. Insult to injury right there, boy.
So they're down by 9. She can get this to within 6 at the 48-second mark. And gets the first one.
Just when you think you had it salted away, if she hits all 3 of these, it's back.
Yeah, she was. She was easily out there in the 3-point line. Second free throw good.
Identical. Hit the front rim, go to the back rim, drop in.
Caitlin Miller, a senior for this Enterprise team. Left-hander. Got them all 3. All those times in the last 10 to 12 years, the free throw line paid off for her right here. Over to the middle. Now they've got a player down low. Penny's going to hold it up. And then goes to the dribble. They've double-teamed on her. Pass comes to Millard, and Miller is fouled. And I think this will be on Holt. And so with 36 seconds remaining and a 6-point spread, that's still single bonus here. With a 6-point lead and 36 seconds remaining. So the front end of the 1-and-1. Well, she's taken out of the ordinary time at the start of it, but got it. So that one's good for Peyton Miller, a senior. Gets her second one. Try to put the team up by 8. 3-score game now. And that one's also good. Now, does Enterprise look for 3-point shots? I think they've about got to at this point. Robinson in the angle, set, shoots.
Again!
And they foul again. That's Maria Josie.
Yeah, you did touch her. She says, I didn't touch her. Well, you did. You grabbed her arm.
She had to have.
Oh, my.
The way the shot went, it had to have been. And she set, shoot, boom. Got it right on that wrist, that right wrist. Free throw good.
And the difference here is even if she makes the 3-point shot, the clock continues to
run. Yeah.
You'll get 3 or 4 seconds off the clock with the ball out of bounds. Here, there's no time off the clock.
The second one rolls out for Robinson. Ronnie, a junior, she'll be back next year. And the third one, that's good. 2 out of 3. And it is now a 6-point ball game. It inbounds to Penny in backcourt. Makes the pass up front to Josie. Josie down to the baseline. Shot up and good. That ought to be the clincher right there.
Thurman,
Emma Thurman with the baseline 8 feet away. Put the team up by 8. Long shot from the angle right.
Whoa,
Swishing it on
beautiful.
a 3-pointer. Big one out there by Jessica Holt. And timeout as Enterprise used their last one here.
Wow.
We'll be back in a minute.
Okay, they said that.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Flowell Electric wants their customers to be safe around electricity. And here's a few tips. First, don't use an electrical appliance around water. Another tip is to call Blue Stakes to have utility lines marked before you dig in your yard. And never damage power company equipment because it causes needless power outages, creates safety hazards, and results in higher power rates. Flowell Electric, a proud supporter of Millard High School.
46-41 with 14 seconds remaining. 5-point lead. Millard with the ball to get it inbounds. And they dip it out to midcourt. It's taken there by Enterprise, but they throw the ball away. They were looking for it too soon, and then they're going to call a foul on Kendi Christensen, fouling Peyton Miller. So, you know, they might have had a little last chance there, Enterprise, but they got desperate through a bad pass, trying to get an early quick two, and this will put at the 9-second mark. Double bonus now for Peyton Miller. Well, I'll tell you what, senior Jessica Holt wasn't going to go without a shout out there, and she got that three-pointer to keep things going. Free throw good. Numbers are looking pretty good in that free throw department in this quarter.
Yeah.
For Millard.
Yeah.
The end of the game is Avery Staley. The Enterprise going to make some substitutions here.
They putting seniors in.
Avery's a sophomore.
Okay. Little game experience then.
Yeah. She played a little bit earlier in the game. Second free throw for her. They don't have, and that one rolls off no good. The rebound, tip. Finally the Enterprise.
Get away.
Yeah, let him go. The other end, down to the baseline. Shot is up. No good. The rebound. Millard Eagles get themselves a state championship. 47-41. Millard, their first girls state championship in basketball, as they win it here in a Region 18 matchup for the state title. 47-41. Millard over Enterprise. We'll be back with our post-game show in 2 minutes.
The Fillmore City Mayor, the City Council, and municipal employees fully support the education of our area youth. The city congratulates the Millard High School team members, the coaches, faculty, staff, and student body on a successful year. The entire city is pleased to sponsor education and athletic competitions which mold the future leaders of our area. Fillmore City is behind the Millard Eagles 100% and wishes the teams the best this season. Happy to be a Millard Eagle sports booster. Fillmore City, go Eagles!
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, Utah Valley, St. George, and Monticello, they're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveying, GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets, deadlines, and schedules. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professional shaping the quality of life.
Our post-game show is a presentation of Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. 47-41, the final, as Millard defeats Enterprise for the 2A Girls Championship. And look at our game summary here. End of the first half, it was tied 18-18. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it was tied at 25-25. And then Millard outscores Enterprise 22-16. Outscoring them by 6 in the 4th and final period. A lot of that coming on the adept free throw shooting for the Millard Eagles. 6 ties, 7 lead changes, and biggest lead in the ball game came at 9-point spread with 54 seconds remaining. Never did see a double-digit lead here in this ball game. State championship, 47-41. Millard girls get their first state championship ever. And we'll be back with more of the post game and look at stats coming up in 2 minutes.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, Utah Valley, St. George, and Monticello, they're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveying, GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets, deadlines, and schedules. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professional shaping the quality of life. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Millard, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco are happy to support Millard High School. Not only can you stop in for top-quality gasoline and oil products, but you can fill up on snacks, goodies, and drinks. You'll also find their irresistible, world-famous fried chicken and potato logs. Millard's can also service your vehicle with mechanical service or a new set of tires. And dine in on delicious and healthy meal selections at Subway. That's Millard, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco on the North I-15 interchange in Fillmore, proud to sponsor the player of the game.
Roper Lumber in Fillmore is your full-service lumber yard, appliance center, and Ace Hardware store in Millard County. Whether it's a fix-it project, building a shed or addition, or just regular maintenance on the house, the friendly folks at Roper Lumber Ace Hardware are there to help. They also carry a wide selection of Whirlpool appliances, including stainless steel models at incredible prices. For all your hardware and lumber supplies, visit Roper Lumber Ace Hardware, 95 North Main Street in Fillmore.
Our post-game shows presented by Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence, serving clients in Idaho and Utah, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. Final score in 3A Girls Championship, Emory 41, Richfield 36. And here in the 2A Championship, Millard getting their first state championship, 47-41 over Enterprise. Let's take a look at our post-game stats presented by Sunrise Engineering. And we'll go to Dennis Aldrich for a look at that.
Try to hold this together. First for the Enterprise Wolves, they ended up with Kindy Christensen with just 5 points in the basketball game. That's 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the second half. Ronnie Robinson continued to be the story. She ends up with a game high, well, no, excuse me, was not game high. She was a game high 12 in the first half, only gets 2 free throws in the second half to end up with 14 points total overall. Farnsworth played and misses a couple of free throws when they unable to score. The leading scorer turns out to be Holt with a late flurry. She ends up with 16 points, trying to be the person there in the fourth quarter, really in the second half, as she gets 9-10 points in the second half alone. So a good outing by Holt as she tries to come through for them. Also, you got Ellie Shirtliff, who played a whale of a game. Really, I'm impressed with what she did. You only got 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It was everything else that she was doing that was so instrumental and important in that basketball game. Good job by her as she fouled out late. And then Caitlin Miller, also for Enterprise, ends up with 5 points, all in the fourth quarter. For the Millard Eagles, they have Riley Miller, excuse me, not Riley, but Peyton Miller comes through with 11 big points in this basketball game, and 5 of those in the fourth quarter there, 3 of them on free throws, big free throws. Emma Thurman ends up with 6. Riley Miller ends up with 4. Cobry Penny with only 4. She was well under her tournament average, but did a lot of other things that were really important. And then Kinley Penny, she didn't score her normal 28 that she's been scoring. She only got 16, but she had the big first quarter to get them going. And then the fourth quarter, she ends up with 10 points in the fourth quarter. Excuse me, 9 points in the fourth quarter. So a great fourth quarter for her. She was there when they needed her. Megan Wade ends up with 4 points also, all from the free throw line, and Isabel George with 2. So a great team effort. And like was needed, they knew Kinley was going to score points. The others had to come through, and they really did tonight.
You know, people, if they don't live in a small town, don't understand the celebration of this. Big towns, they win championships. You know, half the student body doesn't even know each other. And here, everybody knows everybody. And it just becomes a whole thing, a whole community situation here. So they win it, final, 47-41. Millard Eagles taking state championship. And 2A boys coming up next. That's going to wrap it up here. We appreciate all of our sponsors presenting this Millard Eagle basketball. Dwayne's Food Town, Stevens Feed, Miller Subway, Fillmore City, Flowell Electric, Carl's Jr., Sunrise Engineering, Roper Lumber, Centricom Channel 10, Dearden Motor, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Service Drug of Fillmore, Intermountain Power, Sahara Motors, and Signature Real Estate. Jones & DeMille, the pregame, the halftime show really, Snow College, the pregame, and our postgame, Sunrise Engineering. That wraps it up here. Larry Masco, Dennis Aldridge saying good evening.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.